No one knew who first cracked the clock. Some said it was the scientists, desperate to outpace their enemies. Others whispered it was the generals, carving seconds into weapons. But when the first hour shattered, the world screamed. Time bled. It spilled across streets like mercury, dripping into rivers, seeping into bones. Days folded into themselves, nights stretched endlessly, and people aged backwards or forwards in the blink of an eye. Wars were no longer fought with soldiers, they were fought with stolen minutes. Whoever controlled time could erase an enemy before they even drew breath. In the wreckage of these broken hours lived Saran, a woman whose veins pulsed with fractured seconds. She was neither young nor old, her face shifting with every glance. Sometimes her eyes were ancient, sometimes childlike, sometimes both. She carried on her back a cracked watchtower's gear, forged into a blade. It ticked with every heartbeat she took, counting down to something she dared not name. The world around her was an orchestra of ruin, cities where people lived the same day forever, battlefields where armies fought endlessly in loops, villages where infants aged into dust before they could cry. And above it all, the fractured clock hovered in the sky, a shattered sphere of glass and gears, its pieces turning in silence. Each fragment spun at a different rhythm, bending the world beneath. Saran walked into Drame, a city trapped at midnight. Here, the moon hung frozen, its silver light painting everything in perpetual stillness. The people moved like phantoms, half there, repeating their last actions forever. A mother lifted her child again and again, never letting go. Soldiers swung their blades, but never struck. Lovers reached to kiss, but never touched. Only Saran moved freely. And she was not alone. From the broken hours came the chronivores, creatures of glass and bone that feasted on stolen time. They hissed with the voices of lost futures, their jaws unhinging to devour years from their prey. Saran's blade hummed, ready as she whispered, "Not tonight." With each strike, she freed one fragment of time, collapsing a chronivore into dust. But every blow carved years off her own life, aging her body or snapping it backwards into frailty. The clock was merciless. Her path led to the Obsidian Palace, where the last sovereign of time remained, King Aurelian, a monarch who had stolen centuries from his people to stay alive. His throne was built from frozen seconds, each glowing like shards of crystal. His voice, when he spoke, was layered, child, man, and elder all at once. "You seek to end me, Saran," he said, smiling with cracked lips. "But if I die, time dies with me. The world collapses into stillness. Is that the salvation you crave?"